Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the first ever digital Spooktober Special. Woo! I'll be your host, Mr. Francia, one half of the teacher sponsors, along with Miss Kroondyk. We're really excited to have you tune in. We got some awesome poetry to showcase. If you're wondering, this event is run by our poetry club here at St. Patrick's. We meet every Friday, we write poetry, we listen to poetry. Whether you're a listener or a sharer, we always invite you to come. Because the arts are so important, and it's important to have such a thing like poetry where we're able to express ourselves. And that's what many of these performers will be doing. So after they perform, well, digitally, make sure you greet them, give them an elbow bump, and tell them that they did a great job. All right? So our first submission, just to get the crowd warmed up, without further ado, here we go. Roll the tape. Back again. One more time, it's Halloween. Call me Bob Ross, help you visualize the scene. Ghost goblins, and don't forget the ghouls. Spooktober Special, up and live at a school. Spider webs, pumpkins, and all that decor. Costumes and candies, what else could you ask for? Hope you signed up for our yearly contest. Now who will walk away with the prize for best dressed? Now the school day is done, time for real fun. Listen up, don't worry, I'm almost done. Eat the chocolate, got the Kit Kat and Smarties. COVID-19, only 6 out of party card pumpkins. Watch a scary movie or two, eat up them Twizzlers, don't forget that high chew. Last, if you plan to go out late, chill with some friends, make sure you stay safe, bring a flashlight and walk in the light. Enjoy your Halloween and have fun for tonight. I'm done. Alrighty, now that that's out of the way, let's get our real performers on the digital stage. First and foremost, we have the main man, Benedict.
Mary had a little lamb that would make the other sheep a sham. Its fleece was white as snow. At night it would glow. Everywhere Mary would go, the lamb will go too. She brought her lamb to school with her new pair of shoes. The children would let out loud jeers. Then the children stole the lamb, and Mary choked on her tears. Mary had a little lamb, who itself was now a sham. Its fleece was now bloody red, as it is sleeping on the ground dead. She took the body home to lay it to rest. When that was over, she had to think how to get rid of the pests. As Mary put up her hood, she promised her lamb she would hurt the children for good. Mary found a book with magic that was strong to curse those who hurt her wrong. She needed lamb's blood to weave the signs of old. Her soul is now gone, and her body has gone cold. Mary had disappeared without a trace, and the police closed her case. Mary had a little lamb, and it made her scary. Now she dares you to look in the mirror and whisper Bloody Mary.
Great job, Benny, as usual. And shouts to you for being one of our awesome leaders here at Poetry Club. Next up, we have a longtime member, longtime listener, and performer. Let's give it up for Isabel.
Hi, my name is Isabel, and the name of my poem is A New Spook. As the midnight bell strikes and resounds through the town, the creepy spooks wake, vampire zombies and clowns. Up from the gravestones, the ghosts come alive. From old to now young, Halloween's when they thrive. But there's a new friend in the ranks of the monsters. He's fresh and quite lonely, knows only to wander. He floats and he watches the children walk by, counting candies and costumes and terrors they find. The smiles they have could bring life to a doll, and it seems being dead isn't so bad after all.
Awesome job, Isabel. Love the costume, and that definitely gave me a new spook. Next up, we have a submission from one of our newest poetry members. Make sure you give a warm digital welcome to Iana.
The Stair by Iana Aranda. May I help you, sir? That stare. What is it? The eyes. What is Are you looking for something? Anyone? Sir? Still nothing. Nothing. But no, yes. Nothing. The stare. I don't get it. Is it there? Where? The eyes. Where? What is this? Why can't I go? I have to go. I'll ask again, just in case. Sir, may I help you? Do you need anything? Sir? He's saying something. He's mumbling. Wait. I can't hear anything. He's staring right at me. Sir? What is it? Do you need anything? He's crying. His eyes. I know him. I can't remember. Why can't I remember? Who are you? It's raining. Run! I'm not wet. Why am I not wet? I'm soaking, aren't I? Shouldn't I? What's happening? I can't feel anything. Why? Sir? You! Who are you? May I help? No. Would you help me?
Awesome job, Iana. That definitely sent chills down my spine. Next up, we have another submission from a grade 11 student. Give it up for Hillary.
Hi, so my poem is called In Spirit. The night was lonely, empty, and cold, acknowledged only by the dark winding road. The red glare of the moon lit up the sky. Wolves howled, marking an hour passed by. We braved the night, together side by side. Laughter filled the air as we walked stride in stride. But then I heard a crackle, a thump, an eerily strange noise. I held my breath as I stared into the void. I reached out in fear to place her hand in mine, but nothing was there as thoughts raced through my mind. Then there's silence. It lingered for what felt like an eternity. That's when I realized, no, remembered. I was alone. Shaky breaths came out, and I held tightly to the pendant around my neck. I shut my eyes as a gentle breeze brushed against my face, calming my racing heart. And with the breeze came a soft whisper. The whisper echoed throughout the night, its presence assuring me all would be right.
Thanks, Hillary. That poem was not just alright, it was awesome. Next up, we have a submission from one of our other teacher sponsors. And if it's not me, please give it up for Miss Kroondyk.
All Alone by Mrs. Kroondyk. Hello? My meek voice echoes all around me. Haunted hallway hypotheses heckle my mind. Nervous, heart booming like a drum inside my chest, I hold my breath and wait. Stillness, but for the ticking clock like a shock every time it knocks against the cold satin wall. With a hastened step, I lock the door to room 203 and wonder when the sky turned so purple and black. The wispy clouds, mercury against the late evening sky like random strokes of paint that remind me I've stayed too late once again. Time has slipped away from me, and now I'm here, all alone. The hushed hallway makes me feel uneasy. The dim flicker of fluorescent lights above makes my eyes flash up to the ceiling. Cobwebs shoot out of the long rectangular lights like zip lines, where quick furry spiders make their way to freedom. The lights swing and sway ever so slightly, threatening to collapse to the floor. They're humming, a warning to move quickly, or else. Shadows flicker through the office glass at the other end of the hallway. Am I not alone after all? My high heels tap the hallway floors. Slow, steady, scared, to tap, to tap, to tap. I could have sworn I heard. I pass the wide, dreaded dark SLC. Enchanted apparitions play tricks on my mind. The menacing corners are the blackest of black, so dark, like an unlit alleyway in the middle of a winter's night. On my left, the glass of the chapel windows offers a momentary sense of peace. Yet the ragged shadows etched along the tattered rug give a spine-tingling reminder that I am here, all alone. I desperately hasten my step, darting a glance behind me with every step I take. I could have sworn I saw. The night air finally fills my senses, and I welcome the strained creak of the gate pushing open. The cold metal is electric against my hand, like a zap of relief, as I step closer to freedom. My hot breath makes a puff in the chilly October night air. The dense fog blurs my vision like an opaque shower curtain that I can't see through, no matter how hard I try. I cross the empty street and chuckle slightly at my childish concoctions amidst the harrowing Celtic hallways. But then, the lights on the narrow gravel path flicker. The pebbles scrunch too loudly beneath my feet. I stop once again at the stirring notion that something doesn't feel quite right. I turn to look at the school. The light at the front entrance flickers like a TV trying to find the right channel. And then it is dark. Hello?
Wow, awesome job, Miss Kroondyk. Those visuals that you had kind of look familiar, but that bell at the end definitely gave me the chills. So, last up for our poets, they may be new faces to some of you, but to many of us, we've known them for such a long time in our Celtic community. So, without further ado, making an awesome guest appearance, we have Matthew Graham and Rachel Veloso. Enjoy.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
It's me, Matthew,
Me, Rachel.
and we are your celebrity guests for today.
We had to book off our busy, rich, and famous schedules as international influencers to come crash this poetry party.
But before we start, I want to acknowledge our very intricate and elaborate costumes. So if you couldn't tell, I'm a graduate of 2020. Scary, I know.
And I'm a mouse. Duh.
So today we'll be reading Rochelle and I's spooky poem, but mostly written by Rochelle, as our perhaps last appearance in Poetry Club.
In this poem, we've also added a couple Easter eggs, aka referencing famous pieces of horror literature. So keep an ear out for those.
So here is Inner Fears. It is a full moon this coming Halloween night. Are you ready to meet the embodiments of fright? Do you even know who owns those silhouettes you see? Or do you pretend and conceal your fears with false glee?
You're probably thinking of mythical creatures, the ones with uncanny and gruesome features, like the dead-eyed creature from the upper berth, or the headless horseman that might still roam the earth.
But werewolves and vampires are child's play monsters. What you should fear are the remaining imposters. So call a meeting and try not to cuss, and make sure you're right when you say red is sus.
And know that the places ghosts haunt are unconfined. They won't always be visible for you to find. For Dickinson taught us ghosts don't need a house to haunt, and the ghosts of your mind will not leave you nonchalant.
So stay alert and safe this coming Halloween night, or you might have to meet the embodiments of fright.
For the haunting hour will bring all your fears to life, and for protection, you'll need more than a kitchen knife.
And that is Halloween, baby, period.
Thank you all for having us today. It was a pleasure presenting for you guys again, and we hope you're all doing well.
If you ever want to talk about poetry or grade 12 or literally anything, we are your people. Just hit us up on like Instagram or something. My Instagram is at MacGraw. Peep the nails. Thank you, thank you.
My is just Rachel Veloso. So yeah. Also, if you're wondering what we're up to, I'm currently attending SFU, planning to major in English. Also, just want to put it out there, if you're planning to take psychology as an elective, don't do it. It's a trap, especially if you're bad at bio and math like me.
And I am a UBC student planning on majoring in political sciences. So if you want to talk about the application process or anything related to online university, I'm your guy.
And that's all we have for you today. I hope you have a wonderful day, Celtics. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Celtic.
So, once again, thank you and awesome job to all our presenters for today. A lot of hard work has gone into creating these pieces, creating these visuals. So make sure when you see these individuals at school, give them a great job, give them that elbow bump, right? If you ever want to share your poetry or simply listen to some more, like I said before in the beginning, every Fridays we meet during lunchtime right now during Zoom. You can always join us at our Google Meets at STP Poets. Lastly, if you're ever interested in getting any submissions for an event like our Spooktober Special, we have more throughout the year. Feel free to get contact with me, Miss Kroondyk, or any of our leaders. We got Davin, we got Malka, we got Maria, and we got Benedict. Our grade 12 leaders have been super awesome in supporting the club and encouraging others to really share their gifts and their talents, right? So if there's any burning or desire after watching this Spooktober special, come join us. This is your host, Mr. Francia, I guess the friendly ghost, signing off. Enjoy the rest of your lunch, Celtics.